Hello Taurus, and welcome to your mid-April 2019 reading. These are not focused particularly on love or general. It's more, just whatever you need to know at this time. So allow me just a moment to go ahead and lay out your messages here. These cards are a little bit bigger than what I'm typically used to. Taurus, a lot of you are ready for, I feel that a lot of you are ready to begin new relationships. Many of you, with the Ace of Wands being here, this is like new ideas, wanting to bring something into manifestation. Some of you may be starting new jobs at this time, new career endeavors, new money-making opportunities. So it's like you're narrowing your options down when it comes to not only career path, but I also feel like love relationships in general, friendships in general. I'm getting like, going through everything with a fine-tooth comb here. Some of you are typing up resumes. And it's like you're trying to be very tedious and, you're trying to be very meticulous in, what you're saying on your resume is what I'm feeling here. I also feel, it's a bit of a warning to make sure that you're being completely above board and honest on the resume. I'm getting that message. I do feel that money is going well for a lot of you at this time. And I feel in terms of relationships, like I said, some of you, it seems as though you're ready to start something all over, like brand new with a clean slate. Whether that be making amends with a current relationship or starting all over. I feel there's like a renewed type of energy here, where you're ready to make amends, or, you're ready to call it even. And I'm picking that up, like calling it even, what's done is done, let bygones be bygones, those types of things. So you are showing up here in the foundation. This is you, or another earth sign like yourself, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Of course, for the majority, this is definitely you. Showing up as the Prince, this is someone who is, you've already planted the seeds, so to speak. You've already planted the seeds, and, the bull down here, this always makes me think of Taurus. You guys are the bull. But this indicates being full of ideas. Again, there's an Ace of Wands. So this is where you're full of ideas. Creativity, that comes to mind. As I said, new careers, new job opportunities, new money-making endeavors. This is where you're harnessing your power, and you're very focused, and you're very driven. This is someone who is very determined to move forward along a particular path, and it's showing up in your foundation. So as I said, for many of you, your energy is very honed in and focused at this time. At the center of your reading here, we do have the Three of Cups. In this particular deck, it is called Abundance. This is about, money flowing. Basically, this is like the money flow for me. A small percentage of you, you may be attending a celebration of some kind. Baby showers, weddings, celebrating that new job or that raise. With the Ace of Wands here, as I said, this is a new creative endeavor. And, there are a lot of ideas. I'm seeing this as like, the synapses in your brain, where it's like, for some of you, you're dealing with a situation where you're having a hard time quieting your mind. I'm getting like a ADD, ADHD, like that type of feeling, which is not usually your energy. So for some of you, you may have a child that is dealing with something like this. But I'm picking up an impulsive feeling here, where it's like you're going from one thing to the next very quickly. Make sure to, you know, slow down and take your time. I feel like there's a lot going on here. I almost get like a dizzying effect. I feel like you have a lot to do, a lot on your plate, and a lot of responsibilities. And it's like as soon as you get one thing checked off of your list, something else comes in. So it's like your energy is very diverted all over the place. Yes, you're grounded. You know, yes, as I said, you're honed in, you're focused. But I still feel like you have a lot going on. And, you know, with that, there is the possibility to overlook some things. So make sure that you're paying attention to the fine print, especially if it's regarding any type of documents that you're signing or any purchases that you're making. With the Ten of Cups showing up here in your crowning energy, excuse me, this is all about family. Family, the family tree. And I'm feeling here for a lot of you, as I said, there may be some type of celebration. Some of you may be getting married, or you're already married, already in a committed relationship, perhaps with children. I feel like things are going quite well at this time. This is where, and I'll pause for a moment for the noise and just go ahead and go further. Okay, so as I was saying, this is where, you know, things are going quite well. You and your partner, and it's an overall happy, healthy family unit. So this is something that is showing up as being on your mind, okay? I did clarify further here, and it is seeming as though, you know, with the Tower showing up here again at the center of the spread, it's seeming that you know, this is what's reflecting in your thoughts, right? Like your thought pattern. With the Seven of Pentacles here, this can indicate where some of you, you know, you're wanting that happy, healthy, cohesive family unit. With the Seven of Pentacles, you may be feeling as though things aren't working out, or it's like you've invested in a particular relationship or relationship partner, and you may feel that things are going down the drain at this time, okay? With the Four of Wands showing up in the foundation, this does represent home, family, stability, you know, that home environment. And again, it's showing up in the foundation. So for a lot of you, you know, it's like you're wanting to work on your home life. You're wanting to work on your relationship. It's like there's been some difficulties here. And with the Tower here, I feel like, you know, this is an epiphany moment. For some of you, there has been a third-party situation. Not for all, but for some of you, there has. And it's like I feel like for some of you guys, something had to happen in order for you to wake up. And like you may have been taking someone for granted, or they may have been taking you for granted. I feel like someone got very relaxed, very comfortable, and they may have slipped up in some kind of way. So it's like something has happened here that has, it's been a reality check, so to speak. With the Knight of Swords showing up here in the past, this is a very fast-paced, fast-moving energy. Some of you may be involved with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Either way, it's like, you know, this is someone who is running away from their responsibility, or they're not wanting to face or own up to a particular situation. Some of you, you've gone through a time of crisis or difficulty, and the person that you're dealing with has been running from their responsibility, not wanting to help you out. I definitely get that, like where someone has been, it's like they have not been pulling their weight. Because of this, you guys have been feeling very overwhelmed, okay? like you have a lot on your plate, like there's, you know, a lot to be done and little time. That's what I'm picking up here. It's like the clock is up, you know, there's not enough hours in the day. That's the feeling that I have, that is going on here. Now, with this showing up in your environment, you have the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So the Ten of Swords here, you know, this does indicate heartbreak or betrayal. And with the Seven of Swords, this is where you're trying to piece together a situation. So you may feel, and this is showing up in your external environment, okay? So for a lot of you, this is the person that you're involved with. They're feeling like there's something that they're trying to piece together. They're feeling heartbroken. They're feeling like, you know, to be honest, Taurus, I usually don't see it this way. But I feel that for some of you, you know, you've hurt someone. You've let someone down. It's very rare that I usually, you know, that I see that with you guys. It's usually the other way around, where, you know, someone is hurting you. I don't see this very often, but someone is feeling this way, you know, about you. And I feel like with this showing up in the past, some of you, you know, you may have decided to move forward from someone in a very quick manner because, you know, they weren't pulling their weight. It could be financially. I do feel financially, but I also feel, you know, like household responsibilities, those types of things. And you're just focused on security and having a solid foundation. So for some of you, you know, you may have ran this person off, or, you know, you may have told them to leave. You may have, I'm getting for some of you, like you may have thrown someone out of the home. It's like you told someone you didn't want anything to do with them anymore, okay? But like I said, I feel like this was a reality check. In a way, it's like this had to occur in order for them to open their eyes. So I feel that, you know, going back to this showing up in your environment, it's like someone is feeling very hurt. Someone is feeling like they don't exactly know what's going on. And showing up in your outcome here, you do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. So the Moon is all about secrets and things that are hidden, right? It is about deception. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, for some of you, there's some deception around finances. For others of you, I feel like there's deception around someone's motives. Like someone may be trying to take advantage of you financially, for example. Or someone may feel that way about you. Again, it's rare that I get that, but I'm seeing that possibility. You guys are feeling like you've invested quite a bit in a particular relationship, and it's like it's slipping through your fingers, or, you know, it's not working the way that you want it to. I feel like someone's just not pulling their weight. And, you know, you've had to get stern with them. For some of you, there's been an argument or some things said here where I feel like you sent them on their way. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up. In your upcoming energy, you do have the Sun and the Lovers. So the Lovers is where we have a decision that we need to make in a love relationship, okay? And it's typically where we're feeling bound or trapped to a situation. With the Sun here, this is all about happiness, but it's very much, you know, about children. And this is clarity. So someone needs to make a decision. Either you need to make a decision if you're going to continue to pursue this relationship, if you're going to give this person a second chance, or if you're going to walk away from it. Because I feel like this has been an off and on situation. You're dealing with someone who, it's like they're there when they want to be. I feel like they have the potential to sweep in and, you know, tidy things up and make amends with you. But then it's like the next moment they're running from you and they're nowhere to be found. So it seems as though you have to make a decision, you know, in what you're going to do in this situation moving forward. Some of you, It's like you're finding difficulty removing yourself from this person because you've invested so much, or because you have children together. It seems like some of you are married to this person, or in a long-term committed relationship, or like I said, living together. But either way, it's like you're ready to get the ball rolling. And I feel like you're ready to solidify things and work together as a cohesive unit. It's like you're wanting to work in unison with someone, and it just seems like they're giving you difficulty. Some of you are having difficulty with a child at this time for a small percentage of you. Again, I pick up like having a hard time focusing or having a hard time completing tasks. Also, as a side note, I feel like some of you may be having dental issues going on at this time. So you may be doing, like dental checkups, visits, those types of things. I feel like there's a lot going on with you guys at this time. In the foundation here, we do have the Empress. This is, as I said, typically it is a woman who is committed or a mother. So a lot of you, I would say the vast majority of you are in relationships. Or, you're co-parenting. With the star showing up here in your thoughts, it's like you're hoping, wishing, praying. I feel like it's like you're wishing upon a star that things are going to work out. Going back to what I said from the beginning, I really feel that you're wanting to start all over. It's like you're wanting to renew a relationship with someone, and this is something that you're trying very hard to manifest, okay? This is also quite an emotional energy. With the Five of Swords at the center, this is where, you may be feeling defeated. In this deck, it is the defeat card. So it's like feeling like you're at a loss. I feel like you're just feeling like things aren't moving forward. And here you are showing up in the past. For me, this is indicating where, you've been dealing with someone who thought that they were getting something better. I feel like someone was looking outside of the relationship. Maybe keeping their options open, like for the next new thing. And again, I get like heavy distraction here. So it seems like there's a lack of not only feeling appreciated, but it's like you're not getting all the attention that you need at this time. That's what I feel. You're not getting all the attention that you need. And I'm definitely getting like anger flare-ups here as well. I feel like some of you, this person, they've really got under your skin. It's like they bail when you need them. They're not there, for the times that you really need them. And, you're hoping that things will just go back to normal. You're wanting that renewal. You're wanting things to work out. The Ace of Cups here, this is all about love, a great deal of emotion. So it's like you're thinking, well, maybe we're going through a tough time. And with time, things will change. And, we can renew this relationship and the burden will alleviate. Some of you are having financial difficulties, and that is putting stress and strain on the relationship. Others, again, I get like your partner may have a wandering eye, or they may be, just easily distracted. For some of you, this has happened several times, where it's like someone new catches their eye, and I feel like they just drop all responsibility. It's like someone is going off chasing other people. Okay, it is showing up in the past, as I said, but either way, this is something that has greatly affected you. Showing up in your upcoming energy, you have the Queen of Cups. So some of you may be involved with a water sign, which is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Showing up as the Queen, this is someone who is very emotional. So this is indicating that there is an emotional decision to be made here. This involves a great deal of reflection, where you're looking in the mirror, so to speak. Yeah, a lot of you, it's like, with the Hermit here showing up in the environment, Either you're digging for answers or someone else is digging for answers. So someone may have pulled away from you, and you're trying to shed light on what they're doing, who they're involved with. I'm getting like questioning someone's whereabouts. And again, it can go vice versa. Because for some of you, it's the other way around, where someone is watching you. Someone may be going through your phone. They may not trust you. And for some of you, I feel like you're saying, you have no reason not to trust me. You may be dealing with someone who, when they're guilty, they try to turn it around on you. So in that way, it tips you off as to what's going on with them. Because I feel like, when there's a change in their personality. Like if they start asking you questions, where have you been? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? It's because they're guilty. I feel like that's the type of person that you're dealing with. So someone is reflecting their guilt or their trust issues on you, okay? For some of you guys, those of you where you did hurt someone, I feel like it's because you pulled away from them. You pulled away, and they're trying to figure out, well, why did they pull away? So there may be a lot of self-doubts going on here, but someone is trying to piece together what's going on in the relationship. I do feel that you wish to renew it. For some of you, you're just simply overwhelmed and too busy and don't want to focus on love relationships, or you don't want to focus on a particular person. Their emotions may be overwhelming you. I do get that for some of you, where someone who's highly emotional is overwhelming to you. You have all these other responsibilities, especially if you have children. Now, in your outcome, again, Princess of Disc, this is you. Some of you are involved with another earth sign because there's a lot of earth energy here. Showing up as the princess, this is where, you're planting seeds, you're beginning something new. And this is where, you're reaching out. I'm getting like networking here in particular. Some of you have a very promising career path here, or a very promising raise, promotion. I'm getting like networking, socializing, getting out and about, getting acquainted with new social circles. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who, it's like they're jealous, possessive type. And I feel that, they want you to focus on them all the time. And you're not able to focus on them all the time. You are trying to reach a higher level of success for yourself. You're trying to reach some self goals. That's what I'm feeling. And, showing up as the Empress, this is someone who's very abundant. I feel like with some of you, it's almost like someone doesn't want to see you successful or help you succeed. Someone may not be supportive of your dream. And I feel like it's because it makes them feel vulnerable. It's like the more you shine, they feel like the attention is taken off of them. So you might be dealing with someone who likes to play the victim. But, I feel like you're trying to focus on you. You're trying to heal and nurture and grow. And you're wanting to achieve certain things to feel better about yourself, just because you want to. I feel like you're always doing for other people. But, at the end of the day, you don't have anyone doing for you. That's what I'm feeling here. So there is a little bit of selfishness, but I don't feel like it's necessarily negative. I feel like, it's things that you want to do because you're always giving so much of yourself. You're always doing for others. And, you're wanting that to be reciprocated. With the Two of Cups here, this is where you're on the same page with your partner. You both feel the same way. It's about, mutual emotional expression. And with the Three of Swords in the foundation here, this is sorrow, heartbreak, pain. This is in the foundation, so it would be something that has already occurred, okay? It's like, you're still trying to make things work. You're still trying to find a balance. You're still willing to do that. For some of you, someone has stepped outside of their relationship, or they're, just keeping their options open and they act single. And I feel like you've forgiven them many times. And it's like you've taken them back many times. I feel like you've always been their backbone. You've always been there. You love them. And it's like, you can forgive and forget, but you can only do that so many times. So I feel like there's some frustration here. With the Nine of Cups showing up in the past, again, this may be someone who has several options. This is like, having different emotional options for me. So I feel like someone's been keeping their options open. For some of you, this is you. For some it is, but not for all. This can be someone with a smug, arrogant type of energy. Like I said earlier, where, they get easily distracted. It's like something bright, new, and shiny comes in, and I feel like they just disappear. They're not there through the thick and thin like you need. And for some of you guys, this has caused you a great deal of heartbreak. Some of you have had third-party interference where someone has stepped outside of a marriage. Or, the marital home. I'm definitely getting that, like marital home, live-in situation with children. And I feel like you're still waiting. It's like you're still waiting. You're still waiting on them to become that knight in shining armor. You're still waiting on them to nurture you, on them to heal your heart, on them to make amends, is what I feel. But again, the Seven of Pentacles, this is like, feeling, for some of you, you feel like a failure, okay? Or you're seeing someone else as a failure. But it's like feeling like the relationship or the family unit, feeling like you're failing in that area, okay? And I feel like, you're still waiting. You're still hoping, you're still wishing, you're still trying to manifest. Some of you, I'm seeing this like, as in prayer. You may be praying that things turn around, praying that things go in your favor. With both these twos here, I feel like, at one point things were mutual. You were on the same page. The emotions were reciprocated and the sexual chemistry was reciprocated. And I feel that, something has happened that has caused some interference in this relationship. Like I said, a lot of you, it was a third party. For others, is someone behaving single. They didn't have to, it may have not been something sexual, but I feel for a lot of you it was. It's like always wondering if the grass is greener. And some of you guys, you're thinking, when am I going to be enough? Like, what more can I do to change this situation? So, going back to that renewal and revitalization, I feel like that's what you're trying to do here. And you're thinking, although I'm overwhelmed right now, although there's a lot going on right now, maybe in time, we can smooth over the waters here and things will go back to normal. Where there's that mutual chemistry, that coming together. This is like when you see someone as your ideal partner. So, a lot of you, it's like you're still being patient with this person, regardless of everything they've done. For some of you, you have this Three of Pentacles here. So this is like where you're thinking heavily on, how do I make this situation work? Now, it's showing up in your environment. That's what I was saying earlier for some of you, where someone may be snooping on you, trying to dig up information on you. They may be jealous, like the jealous possessive type. They may be questioning you, like, well, who are you spending time with? Are you interested in someone at work? I feel like for some of you, you're working overtime, or you're working extra, or you're going to school like on the side, or, something like that, where you're trying to reach a higher level of success here. You're trying to achieve more. And you're dealing with someone who's like, they're very pessimistic, where they're like, well, what were you really doing? Are you really at work? Are you interested in someone at work? You know, I'm getting like false accusations here. It's like they feel like you're hiding something. And I feel like this is just hurting you. You know, a lot of you, again, it's like a jealous, possessive type of feeling. And with the Three of Pentacles here, I feel as though, you know, this is like, how can we make things work? How can we smooth over the waters? You know, what can we do here to reach a higher level? And with this Hermit, you know, someone may be snooping. It's like they're snooping around in your work environment. You know, they may be, I'm getting for some of you, like going behind your back, like someone may be going through your phone, or they're doing something behind your back at work. For some of you, I feel more like this is the accusation towards you, where they're saying, you know, well, are you doing something at work? Who are you involved with at work? Who are you talking to at work? It's like they're questioning you. And I feel that you're getting exhausted, you know, with this, because you already have enough going on. You're meeting new contacts. And I feel that, again, it's like someone who's jealous of that. It's like they don't want you to succeed. With this moon here, like I said, this is lies. This is deception. And for some of you, you may be hiding money. I feel like, you know, you may have a raise, you may have more income coming in through different ways, and you may be stashing some money away. Because some of you, you want to get away from this relationship, okay? Now, keep in mind it can be vice versa, but I do feel that for some of you. With the Eight of Swords here, this is about interference. So this indicates where, you know, we're struggling to attain all the information. It's like there's constant blockages going on here. So for some of you, you know, you're seeing blockages in your financial sector. It's like you're not, like you're thinking, I could have been so much more ahead. Like if I hadn't have wasted my time with a particular person, I could be ahead in terms of finances. But I also feel for some of you in relationships, like some of you feel like, you know, I spent so much of my time investing in this relationship and trying to make this person happy that I slacked in my work area. Or I slacked on school, or, you know, I slacked with social circles, for example, like friends, those types of things. I feel like there's things you've missed out here. You've missed out on things for a specific person. And then it's like, you know, now they're wanting to disappear on you, or they're not being there for you. It's where you feel like you've dedicated so much. You know, you've passed up opportunities. I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you've held down the fort. You've held down the family fort. And it's like you're waking up and you're like, I've wasted so much time. Okay? So that's for some of you. Not all, but for some of you, that's definitely what I feel. So there's a heavy focus on finances. As I said, some of you, you're going to be stashing away money. Opening your own solo account. Oh, sorry about the phone, guys. I feel like possibly, you know, opening your own bank account, or opening more than one account. Like some of you have a joint account with someone and you're noticing that the money's not adding up, or there seems to be money missing, something like that. So I feel like you're going over bank statements. You're going over bank statements. It's like you're wanting to know where this money is being spent, okay? And like I said, it could be vice versa, where someone is doing this to you. To be honest, I pick up a lot of jealousy here, like a jealous, possessive vibe. I'm going to, yeah, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. So, again, this is all about money, 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 money. I did say for a lot of you that there was a new source of income, or, a new career path, a secondary source of income. There's a new opportunity here that is opening up for you. And I feel like either you're going to be stashing money away secretly, like in a hidden account, because those of you where there's been interference in the relationship, it's like it's cost you and it taught you a lesson. So you're saying, I'm never going to allow that to happen to me again. Like some of you, I feel like there was a third party and this person may have bailed on you, and they left you in a time period of hard, very difficult financial problems where you had to suddenly pick everything up. So from now on, it's like you're building, I feel like you're putting away a secret stash, okay? And again, I don't feel that it's selfishness. I feel you're doing this because of trust issues. Others of you, it's just where you want to have an income. You want to have it like where you can spend money as you want. Like you may have a partner that's just overly questioning you or on your back about how much you spend or where you spend it. So I feel like you're wanting more financial freedom here. And I feel like you're working really hard. Yeah, the Emperor. I feel like you're working really hard and you're wanting to enjoy some of your money. So the Emperor, that's what I've been saying. Someone who's, controlling. I've been saying jealous, possessive type, like someone who's on you, who's giving you a hard time. That's definitely who this Emperor is. This is someone very controlling. And notice how he came out, looking right at that pinnacle. So it's like someone is paying attention to your money, or they're trying to control you with money, or control where you spend it. Those types of things. I apologize about the phone again. It's just been, I just have to ignore it. Yeah, and there has been, so with the Seven of Wands, this is where you're feeling defensive, you're feeling irritable. And it's like you're standing up for yourself. I feel like you're arguing with this person over your own money. For some of you, it's an argument where they're stashing away money. And you're like, well, where is the money at? We should have this amount, and instead we have this amount. Where is this being spent? I feel like there's some questioning going on, and you are defending yourself. You're standing up for yourself, but this also indicates like a reoccurring argument. So this may not be the first time that you've been through this with this person. I feel like they're very domineering. And, that may be why some of you, that's why some of you, you're saving away money to leave. So this indicates, wanting to relocate, wanting to travel. Like some of you, you want out. I feel like you want out of this relationship. Others, you're greatly hoping, like I was saying earlier, you're thinking, well, enough time will pass. It's like this too shall pass, okay? That's some of you guys' mindsets. Others, you want out. So you may be, putting away money here and there so that you can relocate, so that you can travel. Now this also, this can also indicate the purchase of a vehicle, okay? So for some of you, there may be like an argument over vehicle maintenance, over the cost of something. Some of you may be saving up for a vehicle. Yeah, Princess of Swords and the Prince of Swords. So this is a combative, someone who is combative, argumentative. And with the Prince of Swords here, this is where you're trying to cut out the people in your life who don't belong there anymore. But this is also like when someone is stringing you along, like when they're entertaining other people. So again, some of you, same energy. Someone here is distracted. And I believe I said that back here. And it's like you're fighting for their attention. You know, you're tired of it. I feel like you're arguing and this person is not paying attention, or they're not taking you seriously, and it's really getting under your skin. You know, there also may be like an unexpected argument here where someone is trying to provoke you, and I feel like you have enough going on anyway. So it's like you're short-tempered and you're irritable. I definitely feel like there's a lot of things going on here with you guys this month, Taurus. But in terms of career and finances, I feel like that's something that is coming through very strong. And with this Eight of Cups here in the upcoming energy, this goes back to what I said earlier, where you're deciding whether or not you want to walk away. So as I said, it's an emotional decision. There's a lot of reflection here. The Lovers, again, that's a big decision in regards to love, okay? And a lot of you do have children with this person, or there are children involved in some way. This is about clarity, and, you know, it's about wanting to be happy, you know, wanting to be happy. So I feel like you're trying to decide if you want to stay or if you want to go. So there's a lot of emotional reflection here. You know, going back here, this is like, you know, looking things over with a fine-tooth comb and trying to narrow down your thought process. I feel like there's a lot here about trying to quiet your mind as well, but it's like a reoccurring, you know, I feel like this happened in the past where it's like there was a lack of attention, right? And then I feel like it's happening again. It's like you're unable to get this person's attention or get them to see your perspective no matter what approach you take. So, as I said, that's why a lot of you, you know, you're like, maybe I should just exit the situation. So you're working to improve yourself, to better yourself. Some of you, this person's controlling you. It's like they don't want you to leave. That's why they don't want you to be more successful. That's why they don't want to support your dreams, your aspirations, because they're scared that if you better yourself, then you'll leave them. I definitely picked that up. So there's a lot going on here with you guys, Taurus. But it's definitely all about decision making. You know, do you stay or do you go? Okay, Taurus, I will see you in May.